Welcome to another edition of How to Sing That Song. Today I would love to go through She Used to Be Mine by Sara Bareilles from the musical Waitress. Love the song. I haven't actually watched the whole musical, but let's dive into it. What is really important here, again, is phrasing. Phrasing is going to help your voice to pace yourself. So let's start. It is in a 3/4. That is what the music does. And I'm singing it in F major. That is the original. However, I feel it more in like a 12/8. So looking at sheet music might throw you off simply due to the fact that there's fast moving measures. But it's not that fast moving. Really think in 4 groups of 3. Okay, so it starts. Deep breath. It's not simple to say. Most days I don't recognize me with these shoes and this apron, this place and this patrons have taken more than I gave them. So the principle that I really want you to take on today in this lesson is how dynamics and how heavy you're thinking each pitch is going to make such a difference in how the flow goes and how well your voice works. Always staying on the same energy level and dynamic level with your voice will first of all make you tired, and second of all, it will sound really boring. The rule is when you're going down, you relax your voice. Looser vocal cord closure is okay. As you're going up, you tighten the vocal cords to have better vocal cord closure, to have a more dense sound. So the progression, it's not simple to say. Most days, I'm exaggerating just a little. Most days, I don't recognize me. And also you want to always go to the 1. It's like, it's not simple to say. Most days, I don't recognize me. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1. So you always want to have that groove in the back of your mind because it's going to help you shape each phrase in a way that it's easier for your voice to also flow. See, when you're always keeping everything at the exact same position, same tension, same dynamics, same volume level, which is dynamics, same color, it's boring and it's harder. So keep that in mind and listen to what I do as my vocal cords change tension. It just is a dynamic process here. It's not easy to know I'm not anything. What I wanted to say here, in the first verse here, you're really just telling the story very casually, and it's almost like you're pondering and you're like assessing the situation as it is now before you're actually saying out loud that no, I don't recognize that person. You're talking about yourself in the third person, but it's like, no, that's not that girl that I used to know. Talking about me, of course. It's a process in this song, a thinking process. I can't emphasize enough how the work into like working with the lyrics and the meaning of the song and the actual musicality of it, how much that's going to help your voice to express what you need to. So, okay, let's hear. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl is very low, but you don't have to be very loud. And now comes the reality of what is. This is like how I am now, like this is what is happening. She's imperfect, but she tries. There's always this, she's this, but. She's that, but. And you need to express this in your voice by not just plowing through a phrase, but kind of lifting, stopping a little bit here. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good. See how I'm giving a little bit more weight to the top pitch. Not aggressively, but a little bit more weight. She is good, but she lies. The but always needs to be like, she's good, but she lies, right? She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. Are you liking that? No, you're not liking it. It's like, yeah, these are the desirable characteristics, but, right? But it's not quite like I would like it to be, right? She is messy, but she's kind. Now it's the other way around. First comes the negative trait, and then, but she's kind. She is lonely. You can do it however you want. I like to change it up. This part reoccurs a few times, so it comes back. And so for me, the first time I'm doing it, I'm just keeping it light, more in falsetto the first time, and then the next time it comes around, I'm actually doing it full out, chest voice. Just make sure you're really telling the story. And again, above all, pitch accuracy is one of the most important elements ever. Pay attention to your exact pitches. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. See how I'm not most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. What makes the phrase nicer is changing dynamics and at the same time connecting, being legato, having the occasional sliding and slurring, but only in connection with really giving it all a direction. Pay attention how I'm changing dynamics. At the same time, I'm sliding, slurring, and connecting. It's not just a sliding and slurring for no purpose. It's in order to communicate something. Most of the time, she is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And again, it says to hold out, mine. You can't be static. You have to do something with it so it communicates the meaning. Okay, next one up. I want you just to listen for those things that I just explained. It's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through the back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you. You want to tell the story. It's the most important. If I just sing pitches, it would be like this. And makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know. I don't sing like that. I really give it meaning by my breath is not just a necessity. It's also part of the sound and my emotions, right? I breathe differently when I have different emotions. Like, so important, and I want to tell you this, right? Versus, yeah, I'm just telling you this without you hearing my breath. See, it doesn't have that urgency. So where were we? Just slip through the back door. It carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you. And you're not what I asked for. Now it changes. There comes a harmony now that wasn't there before. A7 major. It doesn't come before that. So switch gears. You have to give it an intention. You have to give it a meaning. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all. It's kind of hard, the melody here. So like, if I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over. And now I'm singing in chest voice because it is more urgent and it is important to me. It's like I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two, maybe. To rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew would be reckless. Now the word reckless, no, I'm not singing it in falsetto because be reckless. Notice the enunciation. When I would be reckless, that doesn't sound reckless, would be reckless just enough, who'd get hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared. Now comes another part, different than before. Again, now really pump up the volume. Now full chest voice going forward. And be scared of the life that's inside her. Really, breathing again. It's inside her, right? Growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her, right? Finally, make that F. Finally, right? Finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes. It's like desperation now. It's like fire in her eyes. And all the while, make sure that you're trying to always get those nice open vowels, very open, very resonant, and always wanting to go to ah. It's like, this life that's inside her, right? There's a lot of ah in there. Growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her. Always that wanting to go to the ah. It's a really important principle for ballads, power ballads, so that they are resonant. Now comes, that's been gone. Deep breath. After gone, deepest breath. But used to be mine. Used to be mine. The way I'm getting through this, it's actually not as long as it looks. It looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 measures of holding an A, but it is not. It's really just 4 counts. It's like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a movement, and then off, right? So in order to not be static, I'm always thinking a motion. So what I'm thinking is, used to be mine. I'm really thinking a movement because it helps me to counteract that static feeling in my voice getting tighter and tenser and more narrow. Think a movement. You want to think moving, and also changing dynamics a little bit. I don't just say mine, used to be mine. That would be a lot of work for my voice, but I'm really thinking more forward movement. Again, moving forward means it's like you see the finish line, like 100 meters, 50 meters, 25 meters, 5 more meters to go. And now I'm arriving. It's like you're pacing yourself because you're keeping your eye on the finish line, and you can see how much longer you have to go, how much further, and then you're pacing yourself vocally. So that is expressed by a little bit of dynamic change, and also maybe just a little bit of vibrato adding or taking it away. So, used to be mine, used to be mine. Now comes the realization. This is mezzo piano marking in the sheet music. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up. Again, pitch accuracy is so important, but you see how that phrasing is going again? And baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. Again, wanting to go to ga, to go to ah. She is gone. It's not she is gone. It's not gone. She is gone, but she used to be mine. Used to be mine. See how I'm like really... She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most all the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. Just so you can hear it in slow motion again. Okay. Great song, great song. I hope you're going to try to sing it. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. And if it helped you, if you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget my Back to the Basics course, where I cover all the basics that are going to help you become an excellent singer. It doesn't matter what level you're at, beginner, intermediate, advanced, professional, everything comes back to the basics. I always revisit myself. Check it out. The link is below. Have a great day, a great week, and don't forget to always keep a song in your heart. Bye. Let the sky fall.